Several years have passed since the last time people came to this lost world. But now, the island is in grave jeopardy. InGen has illegally cloned new dinosaur species as part of the amalgam testing that took place in 1999. And now these new creatures are competing with the dinosaurs that were originally part of InGen's list. Competition for resources between these animals is fierce. And it's driving some species to the brink of extinction. Perhaps the most fearsome and dangerous of these new creatures is, without a doubt, the Spinosaurus. This hyper-aggressive super predator will kill virtually anything that moves. Despite these troubling times, some families still manage to survive, like this Tyrannosaurus Rex family. The patriarch of the family is Kronos, a heavily scarred bull T-Rex who's an experienced fighter. His mate is Big Edie, a loyal protector of the family, who's just as fearsome as her mate. They also have two youngsters, one of which is Little Edie, and the other is Rathorex. No one knows exactly why Rathorex has a reddish appearance, as T-Rexes on Site B are typically green or brown. One possible explanation is that he has erythrism, a rare condition that causes some animals to be born with a reddish complexion. Whatever the reason may be, it doesn't seem to be a problem, as his family still love him no matter what. Kronos and Big Edie work hard to keep the family well fed. One parent will go out hunting, while the other stays at the nest and looks after the youngsters. On one fateful day, it was Kronos' turn to go hunting, and he had been gone a lot longer than usual. This made Big Edie extremely anxious as she frantically paced around the nest, hoping that nothing bad had happened to him. A distress call is never a good sign, so Big Edie pushed her offspring into the bushes and went off to find her mate. Unfortunately, she was too late. Big Edie was no match for this super predator, and so she had no other choice but to retreat. Several weeks had passed since the death of Kronos, and life had become a lot more difficult for the Rex family. Big Edie was now the only one who provided for the family. Prey had become a lot harder to find, and Big Edie never left the nest for too long, just so that she can keep Little Edie and Rathorex safe from predators. However, the arrival of strangers from across the sea is when everything turned from bad to worse for the Rex family. And those strangers worked for Manacor.
I got eyes on the animal. I repeat, I got eyes on the animal.
Well done, everyone. We've bagged our first dinosaur. By Jove, what was that? I'll have a look. All right, just be careful. Hey, Greg, I got a baby over here. Excellent. Just grab it and let's put it in the crate. Come on. Hold still already. Manacor came and took several dinosaurs off the island to use for research, testing, and exploitation in illegal blood sports. That was the last time Rathorex ever saw his mom and sister. Most animals would not survive on their own at such a young age, and life was not easy. In order to survive on his own, Rathorex had to keep a low profile and stay away from the game trails where larger carnivores hunt. Rathorex often had to resort to scavenging for nourishment, but he also ate the eggs of other dinosaurs, as well as hunt for smaller creatures. More often than not, Rathorex got pushed around by larger dinosaurs. Without his family, life's only going to get a whole lot tougher from here on out. As the years went by, things were starting to get better for the residents of Isla Sorna. With the Spinosaurus out of the picture, the population started to grow larger. There was a lot less tension within the ecosystem, and everyone was finally at ease. As for Rathorex, he somehow managed to survive against all odds and reached adulthood. At 16.5 feet tall, 41 feet in length, and weighing a little over 8 tons, Rathorex is a force to be reckoned with. His deep bellowing call echoed throughout the island. His hyper-aggressive temperament made him the dominant predator of Isla Sorna. But unlike the Spinosaurus, Rathorex only took what he needed to survive. It seemed that everything went back to the way things were. Balance had finally been restored, and all the dinosaurs of Isla Sorna can now live in peace and harmony. Unfortunately, that peace didn't last for very long, as a new threat came to the island. And that threat was deforestation. People came to the island and cut down the trees for lumber, mined for precious materials, and grew plantations for palm oil. As these people continued to disrupt the ecosystem, there became less room for the dinosaurs to thrive. And any dinosaur that tried to fight back against these newcomers had to pay the ultimate price. species Lasorna quickly became unsuitable for the dinosaurs to live in. So a group of mercenaries that were hired by the Dinosaur Protection Group came in and captured all the remaining dinosaurs. And they brought them to their new home, Jurassic Sanctuary. The new arrivals acclimated well into their new environment, and they even managed to live alongside the other inhabitants without much conflict. As for Rathorex, he mainly resided in the Highland region for his first year on the island, just to avoid competition with other large predators. But after a while, it became harder for him to find suitable prey. Most of the other dinosaurs in the region were either too small or too large for him to hunt. So Rathorex had to move into the lowlands to find more substantial game. And from then on, he's been doing a lot better for himself. There's plenty of medium-sized herbivores for him to hunt. And most of the other carnivores are considered no more than a minor nuisance to him. He's out here living his best life and is slowly becoming the new dominant predator of the island. However, that title is already taken by someone else. Rathorex will not tolerate rivals in his new domain. If he wants to conquer the island, he's going to have to take the crown by force and slay anyone who gets in his way.